start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw. It's Underwood. It's complete on the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Give to the back. In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. A 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Simpson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. their defense. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sent.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, sweet feet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Buys a little time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Marshall. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield. The Wolverines get enough for the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. High the chains now on second and long. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Gator! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off-play action on first down. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards, and then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to get the corner. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. It's complete. Hard running there. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These corners backing off a bit. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they're able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Inside the 50, the 30, at the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air, it's Underwood. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in, it's Haynes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To the ground with the back. He's loose. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying to move them on the counter. Turning it on. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. And the Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. They'll toss it to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Underwood. Keeps looking downfield. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Bounced right back to them. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On the run, deep down the right side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
makes his way into the end zone for the deuce, and now they're within 5. 25 kicks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one.